Alright, and welcome back to another Kuma Style review. Today we have Mastermind Creations' their Night Morpher 01 Commander, and we're going to go ahead and throw in Night Morpher 02 Annihilator, which is the Nemesis version of this Optimus Prime toy as well. Definitely a good first outing for Mastermind Creations. This is the second run of the figure, which apparently fixed a various amount of problems that I'm not really familiar with because I just got this figure about a year out from its, first run in actual creation. So you'll have to look back, but I can definitely tell you that this second run version of the figure that I got is damn solid. Damn solid. And especially on the Annihilator version, the Nemesis version. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is Mastermind's, not only, I believe it's their first third-party Transformer in general, but it's also the start of their Hearts of Steel line, which is the more steampunk-styled Transformers, and also a homage to the Hearts of Steel comic, which once again was an all-steampunk theme. So yeah, a very good-looking, detailed train here. Look at it from all angles. And as you can see, it even comes with two pieces of removable track. So I'll go ahead and take that off. Toss that on the ground there. And as you guys can see, it still rolls even without the tracks, but the tracks definitely make it roll quite a bit better. So the train's pretty straightforward. I do dig it. And everything's definitely self-contained in this. There are no pieces lying around or anything. And if you go ahead and take a look at the bottom here, let me make sure that I'm focused. In fact, I'll go ahead and zoom in and then focus. We have a couple of extra fists here. These are actually angled downwards so that he can hold his weapons at an angle. And yeah, that's about it on the bottom end. And then there are a couple of goodies in the back side of the train itself. So let's go ahead and check that out. Okay. Pretty simple transformation. This is one of those ones that I definitely don't have a problem transforming here on camera. And in fact, I'm going to move the camera a bit forward. Of course, there's always something in the way when I'm transforming, but let's go ahead and move it forward, a bit out, and alright, we're in focus, we are rocking. So we've got the back half out of the way there, and this top part actually becomes the gun. Okay, that chimney there. So we just fold this end in, and then the actual end of the blaster folds out, and boom. It's crazy just how reminiscent of the G1 ion blaster that this is. That is hella creative, if I do say so myself. So looking at him, of course, we're going to fold the legs down here, pull them out, pull them to the side, okay, and then you have the feet here. I'm going to put that guard forward. Flip this back panel out so that we can move the legs down. Flip it back. Do the same thing on the other side. Flip it back. And boom. Make sure the legs are all the way out there. Yeah. And we're also going to separate those thigh guards there. Okay. Now, you'll see we've got a pretty heavy back end here. We're going to just split this in half and fold that out. Okay, and that panel there kind of just falls down. And from there, we're going to move the arms out. There's a tab right in here that you kind of have to fiddle with to get out, but once it comes out, it's out. And kind of pull it so that you can move around that tab. And boom. Okay, and look, we've already got headless Optimus Prime. I mean, this is a very simple transformation, especially for such a cool and posable toy. But let's go ahead and flip his head up. And boom, there we go. Alright, and just making sure that these wheels are moved up. Mine are a little bit floppy, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But yeah, there we go. There's Optimus Prime. So, taking a look at Hearts of Steel Optimus Prime here, we'll go ahead and take a look at the toy itself. Alright, some of the posability and stuff like that. Head, definitely on a ball joint. It's got some good posability, flexibility here. Alright, shoulders, definitely up and down movement on these actual shoulder pads, and then in and out on the inner shoulder. So full movement of the shoulders, ratcheting elbow joints, as well as bicep swivel. And there's not enough room for the wrist to really rotate. They do peg in and out, so they technically can rotate some, but it's very, very minimal. Alright, now taking a look at the waist. Waist swivel, ratcheting waist swivel, which is beautiful. Like, I don't know if you heard that sound, but even the feel of it, it's just that perfect, not too tight, not too loose ratchet. It's awesome. So fully ratcheting hips, full four-way movement, definite thigh swivel there. Alright, really tight ratchet in knees. I'm actually hoping that kind of wears in a little bit. Okay, and rocker ankle joints. The feet definitely move in and out because of the transformation, but not too much because that panel's in the way. But there is some ankle rocking on the side there. So definitely makes for a cool looking and posable figure. Most definitely, most definitely. Now, we've got his ion blaster there. Standard 5mm peg, as with all of his weapons. So, I don't know, no Optimus Prime is complete with just an ion blaster. I mean, yeah, the Classics version was, but we're dealing with third parties here, and especially a good third party like Mastermind Creations. There's got to be some more goodies. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the backside of that train. Alright, and pretty par for the course with an Optimus Prime toy, just folds in half. Okay, so you'll notice this front panel folded out, or fell out. This is actually a shield with a Crusader-styled cross on there. And when it comes to Optimus Prime, bringing him back in for a moment, there's actually another 5mm peg there, and it just pegs in. Alright, so Optimus has a shield, but no kind of actual melee weapon. Get that panel down. Alright, so let's move him back out of the way. Lots of back and forth here. Okay, you've got this really cool base, and I prefer the cannon actually back, but you do have the ability to go ahead and move it forward some there. So that's pretty cool. Move it forward and backwards depending on what you want to do with it, and it swivels as well. So, taking a look at this cannon actually comes apart. Aha! Alright, so moving the rest of that out of the way, we'll take a look at this cannon piece itself. Okay? So, comes in half. These two big main halves. There's part that comes out of the back. Okay. And this part separates as well. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Alright, so now we have two barrels, a pointy thing, and the end of a cannon. What do these do? Alright, let's zoom out and see. Now, the two cannon ends, or the two barrel parts, actually, make sure that Optimus Prime is in focus here, they become booster packs or rocket packs for Optimus Prime. So, as you can see here, there's a groove in the back, and Optimus Prime has two matching grooves on his back, right here and right here. So, go ahead and just put each of them in appropriately. Okay, just peg one side in first. Okay, and I'll peg the other side in. Okay, and boom, we've got two rocket packs, even with the rocket looking ends on. And they're definitely lightweight. They don't obstruct from his balance or anything like that. So alright, now Optimus Prime has rocket packs, a shield, a gun, but we were looking for a melee weapon. So, we're going to take the other two pieces. This pointy looking thing actually becomes more pointy, pulls all the way out to a full point, and pegs into this cannon end. And we have a lance form. Go ahead and actually focus on that. Okay. And once again, standard 5mm peg. And alright, take a look at them now. And there you have Mastermind Creations' Hearts of Steel Night Morpher Commander 01 Optimus Prime. Definitely an awesome posable figure. I love this thing to death. I'm glad I got it, and it was surprisingly just solid. Whether it be in terms of aesthetic, posability, playability, even the strength of the plastic and the joints and stuff like that. It's good stuff. And I'm glad to own it. Now, in terms of where to go ahead and buy this figure, TF Source actually has them in stock. They restocked them. $89.95 plus shipping and handling for both Commander and the Nemesis version, Annihilator. Definitely worthwhile buys, and if you're going to buy them, I would recommend going ahead and buying them together because the $89.99, I believe that adds up to about, what, $189.98 or something like that. That definitely exceeds TF Source's $150 minimum for free shipping within the continental US. And I believe there's actually like a 10 or 20% discount over $150 if you're shipping overseas or to another country like Canada, Mexico, etc., as well. So definitely worth checking out. Once again, this is Mastermind Creations' Night Morpher Commander 01, Optimus Prime, and yeah, Night Morpher KM-01, Night Morpher 01 Commander. So, alright, now that we've got that finished up and a good look at him, why don't we go ahead and take a look at Night Morpher 02 Annihilator. And alright, thanks for staying with me. Right now we have Mastermind Creations' Night Morpher 02 Annihilator, which is the Nemesis Prime version, or Nemesis version, of the Night Morpher Commander Optimus Prime. So just taking a look at him, aesthetically, besides colors, it's going to be pretty much the same thing with a couple of extra doodads, or actually only one extra doodad, but definitely worth taking a look at because I love the gold, black, and red color scheme on this. It's like my favorite color scheme. I don't know who, it's not eHobby, I don't remember what company made it, but the Galaxy Force Sound Blaster. That and the Beast Wars Neo Big Black Convoy both share that black, gold, and red color scheme, and they're some of my favorite toys just because of that. But anyways, going ahead and taking a look at this once again, it's just a really pretty grim looking train. I love it. And it does come with the train track pieces just like Night Morpher 01 does. Okay, so taking a look at that, we'll go ahead and transform him so that we can take a look at him in robot mode, because that's what really excites me and what really made me want to do a review on him as well. Because even though it's the same mold, I mean, that color scheme just makes a world of difference. So I'm doing this in the same video, that's why I'm kind of rushing through the transformation. And as you guys saw with Night Morpher 01, it's really nothing too crazy in terms of the transformation itself. So it's one of those things that you could literally transform within a minute. And while I'm doing this, I did want to go ahead and do a quick throw out. Each of these comes with a removable matrix. Almost missed that on Night Morpher 01. Pegs in really tight though. But yeah, here it goes. So that's pretty cool. Get that back in. Like I said, it fits in really snug. They did a great job with these. Just how everything works and fits, and I don't know, it's just really good. Just all around works. It seems like there wasn't much guesswork at all when it came to designing this, like aesthetically. Just, ugh. It's just good stuff, guys. I don't normally gush about the engineering of a toy, but yeah, these are damn good. So, okay. And we're not going to look at stuff like the jetpacks and, you know, the extras that we looked at on Optimus, because we don't really need to. So, let me go ahead and get his arm out. Okay. Get his other arm out here. Thank you all for being patient while I go ahead and transform them. Sorry for the little segue there. But yeah, there we go. We have Night Morpher 02 now. Annihilator, or Nemesis Prime. I know a lot of people had actually been repurposing this as the Fallen because of the color scheme and, you know, the more furnace style look with the colors and everything like that. But with Make Toys, Mobine, or their Fallen homage, you know, there's not really as much of a need to repurpose this one. And honestly, I just really like the color scheme. But I do like that where Commander, his gun is pretty much all of that gray. This one does have the gold accents in the lining. So alright, go ahead and peg that in to his hand. Once again, same mold, so still standard 5mm. Okay, and there's that. Now, give you guys a good look at him. Yeah. Like I said, just an awesome, awesome, awesome toy. I love this. And it's nice to have kind of gotten it on a whim and literally be just enthralled by these things. So, okay, there he is. And as you can see, he is gorgeous. One thing I did want to point out, Commander also has it, but it just shines out on him a bit more. The light piping here on the back. Commander has light blue light piping, but he has right there through the head as well as around his front chest piece. Let's go ahead and zoom in there actually. Okay. And get it focused. Taking a look there. And also, just look at the front and how the light piping works. I mean, this looks fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, it's just damn good stuff. Alright, and I'm definitely not some kind of paid endorser for freaking Mastermind Creations. This is just good. Very, very good. So, alright, Now, looking at his backside of his train mode, of course he comes with the standard cannon and everything like that, as well as the shield. Let's go ahead and pull this out. I do wish that this cross was golden, but, you know, what can you do? I wouldn't necessarily call it minor, but it's not enough for me to really knock on him, because I'm not going to really judge him based on an accessory like a shield that I don't really care as much for one way or another. But that's how a shield looks on him. Okay, and if you haven't already noticed, he does come with an extra, which is his sword, which is cool as all get out. It's like Batman meets Knights of the Round or something like that. This is awesome. So, let's go ahead and peg that sword into his hands here. Like I said, another 5mm peg. And even though these are 5mm, honestly, they are kind of a tight fit. So the first time I do it, I don't know if you noticed, I did that kind of twisting motion or anything and stuff like that. It helps. It really does. Really does. So yeah, there you go. That is the Annihilator version of him. So let's take an opportunity to get this trailer out of the way and get them side by side, just so you guys can see how they look together. Alright. There's Annihilator. And there is Commander. Definitely a good pairing, and as you can see, definitely they have enough differences to warrant purchasing them both, you know, easily. My personal favorite, I mean, yeah, it's gonna have to go to Annihilator. That color scheme is just bad ass, but they're both good and solid toys, and Mastermind Creations just hit it out of the park with this one. I am actually kind of mad at myself for having slept on this, you know, when it first came out. But yeah, this is a damn good toy, a damn good mold, and I'm actually glad to go ahead. I'm actually even more glad to have Nightmorpher 03, their Cyclops figure, which is the Shockwave, as well too, and be caught up on these. So this has been, once again, Mastermind Creations, Nightmorpher 01, Commander, and Nightmorpher 02, Annihilator. Where to buy? TF Source, $89.99 a piece for the set, $189.98 with free shipping in the continental U.S. just for being over $150. So definitely, if you're going to buy one of these from TF Source, buy them both, because it's more than worth it. And even though I do have a color preference on one, I can't really say one over the other because they look awesome together. But anyways, this has once again been another Kuma Style review. Feel free to visit my website, www.kumastyledesigns.com, to see this review, again, if you want to watch it, as well as a full pictorial and gallery and stuff like that as well. Catch me on Twitter, at KumaStyleGFX, KumaStyle Graphics, and check out our podcast, weekly podcast, 3 Dudes 3D podcast. It's awesome. We talk about Transformers along with a lot of other stuff. Nice to just chit chat with my dudes. But anyway, this has been another Kuma Style review. This is TJ Duckett, once again, your host, signing out. See you guys next time.